Hey, what's up, y'all? Hope you're doing well. It's Joshua here again, and it's kind of late. It's kind of late. So I wanted to chat with you guys for just a moment and share something to see how much interest there is from people who watch these videos. So it's probably been, I would say, 15 years, maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of like 15 years ago. There was an Eckhart group in Atlanta, Georgia, which was really cool. This guy, I believe his name was Stephen Thomas, Dr. Stephen Thomas, if I'm not mistaken. But he would host an Eckhart Tolle group that I used to attend, and Felicia used to attend it too. We used to go together, and it was really great. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with Eckhart Tolle's work, but he wrote the book The Power of Now and A New Earth, and his his work is really incredible. It's really incredible and certainly inspiring. But it's based upon the idea of being present and not being associated with the egoic mind, right? And it's just really powerful work. So I reached out to his organization today to see about starting a virtual group. And that format's really interesting. It's kind of it's a meditative practice, but it's like a non-denominational meditative practice, right? Where it's just really about kind of feeling your presence, right? Feeling your consciousness, and I thought that offering up something like that would be valuable to the community and to kind of humanity at large, right? I know that there's individual pockets that do local groups where people get together and meet and kind of watch some of his content. So the format really is 15-20 minutes of kind of silence, conscious awareness, and then maybe going over some kind of the Eckhart gateways in order to get to presence, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And then it's like a 30-minute session of watching some of his content, and it might be a video or listening to one of his albums, and I've got almost all of his work. And then you wrap it up with another 10, 15, 20 minutes of silent practice, all in an effort to um, make us more aware of the meditative practice of being in the moment and being present, and then just thinking of ways to kind of give back in the sense of how we might be able to kind of help some people with the practice. So I thought that I would throw that out there and see if I get any if I get any bites on people who might want to participate in that or might be interested in that. I will say that Eckhart's work is transformational, and one of the things that he taught was the idea of if you set a log on an existing fire, right, it rapidly becomes that fire. And the same applies to the practice of presence or the practice of conscious awareness or the practice of meditation. When you get together in a group setting to do those types of things, there's a tendency for it to kind of accelerate your ability uh, to actually get into those deeper states or those meditative states or get in alignment with those frequencies, right? It's like birds of a feather flock together. So there, I believe there's certainly some truth to that, and it does apply on from this perspective. So the question is, hit me up, right? Like, right? Let me know. Send me a direct message or a message saying, yeah, that might be something I'd be interested in. And it's there's no pressure, right? If it's something that you think that might be beneficial to you. I know it was extremely beneficial to me. It was a platform. Well, it was part of the platform that that helped with kind of me along the path that I took. So yeah, let me know. Hit me up. I think that's yeah, I'd like to do it, especially if we could do it virtually, right? All right, that's really it for today. I don't really have much else. I think it was a pretty good day. Yeah, did some house cleaning, did some work, jumped on a couple conference calls. Kind of low key, laid back. All right, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're staying healthy. Stay inside. I know the governor Kemp is opening up the city tomorrow. Don't Just don't. It's crazy. I don't pay attention to the news too often. I really don't listen to it that often. But today I don't know what possessed me to. I was online and I saw a couple of um, pieces that Fox put out and some stuff that CNN put out, and I was just like, man, this is it's yeah, it's stressful. So, but yeah, I mentioned this on my last talk, right? Where I've got some friends that are in medicine, and they're saying just continue to take it easy, continue to practice social distancing, don't don't uh, don't go out until I think that there's more conclusive evidence around the downturn of this thing, and that the projections are going down as opposed to kind of the question marks as to whether or not this. It seems like an experiment to me, right? To see how many people will get sick if we slowly start integrating back into our normal way of being and normal way of life. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you all are doing well, and I hope that you're safe. I hope that your families are well. Sending light and love and prayers and positivity to all of you. And yeah, we'll catch up. All right, you guys take care.